So good holy everyone. So today we're going to discuss the Matatag curriculum. So learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to A. Identify and describe the key features and goal of the Matatag curriculum. B. Show willingness to support educational improvements that strengthen the quality of learnings. And C. Identify and describe the key features and goals of the Matatag curriculum. What is Matatag curriculum? The Matatag curriculum is the new curriculum introduced by the Department of Education or DepEd to improve the quality of basic education in the Philippines. It started being implemented in 2023 for kindergarten, grade 1, grade 4, and grade 7 and will gradually expand to other grade level. In 2023, the Department of Education or the DepEd improved the basic education in the Philippines where they implemented the Matatag curriculum. So, yung Matatag curriculum kasi is parang decompress nila yung K-12 curriculum natin, which is more improved, more enhanced, and parang mas upgraded version siya ng curriculum natin before, which is yung K-12. Pero, as of now, ang available pa lang sa Matatag curriculum is the grade 1, grade 4, and grade 7. But as the time goes by, madadagdagan siya, which is i-complete na nila yung from grade 1 to or from kindergarten up until to higher level. So, the word Matatag is an acronym that represents the main goals of the curriculum. So, the first M says that make the curriculum relevant to produce competent, job-ready, active, and responsible citizens. Yung first goal daw ng Matatag curriculum, which is yung letter M, is para mas maging ready yung mga teachers in terms of kanilang lesson plan or the discussion itself para mas maging effective ang kanilang pagtuturo, which is magbe-base sila sa Matatag curriculum na mas madali at mas relevant. The next goal is the A, which is accelerate the delivery of basic education services and facilitate. It says na para mas ma-accelerate natin yung pag-deliver ng basic education services or yung pagtuturo sa basic education services and also sa facilities. The third one is the take good care of learners by promoting inclusive education. So, dito naman is, yung another goal nila is para mas mapangalagaan yung learners nila by promoting nga yung mga mas improved na education, mas improved na goals ng Matatag curriculum. The fourth one is the assist teachers to teach better. So, yung Matatag curriculum is dinaturuan niya yung mga teachers or mas gina-improve na yung teaching strategies ng mga teachers since ang Matatag curriculum is upgraded version and mas improved siya sa unlike sa K-12 na napaka-broad and very traditional, which is yung Matatag curriculum mas gina-improve na din not just the curriculum itself but also sa pagtuturo ng teachers and hindi lang din sa pagtuturo ng teachers but also sa environment ng isang classroom at kung paano ma-implement or ma-imply yung lesson ng isang teacher. The next one is the transform the learning environment. Sabi ko nga kanina, hindi lang siya about sa teacher yung pag-improve or yung pag-upgrade, hindi lang din tungkol sa curriculum but also sa environment ng isang students. Mas mai-improve nila yung pagtuturo and mas mapapadali yung pagkatuto ng isang student sa mga discussions or lessons ng teacher. The next one, the second to the last, is the actively involve communities in education. So, dito naman is yung goal din ng Matatag, isa sa goal nila is para mas ma-involve nila ang not just the teachers and the student but also the other facilities and the other people na nasa outside ng school para mas maging involved din sila sa pag-upgrade or pag-improve ng curriculum natin. So the last one is the G, which is the give support to the teachers and the learners. Of course, dito is gina-help ng Matatag curriculum na suportahan yung teachers and learners. By what? Ginasuportahan niya yung teachers sa pag-guide ng discussion ng isang teacher. By making lesson plan, gina-help ng Matatag curriculum para mas maging easy yung pag-imply ng discussion or pag-lesson ng isang teacher sa classroom, and also para mas maintindihan and mas mapadali ang pagkatutungan ng isang students kasi mas napapadali din yung mas naging madali yung inside ng curriculum natin, which is magiging madali din yung discussion ni teacher and mas maiintindihan ng mga students yung discussion. So, the next one is the key features of Matatag curriculum. So, the first one is the less subjects but deeper learning. Some subjects were reduced so students can focus more on essential skills. So, tama ito since we all know na yung K-12 is very broad and sobrang dami yung pages ng slides rather. Sobrang daming slides ang meron sa K-12 while yung Matatag curriculum is naging less from 100 plus slides to parang 50 plus or 30 plus slides na lang sa Matatag curriculum. The other one naman is parang mas napapadali yung parang i-reduce nila yung topic na nasa inside ng K-12 like super broad, 'di ba? Like lahat talaga ng topic ganito, ganyan. Pero pagkadating naman sa Matatag curriculum is parang isa na lang nila lahat, which isa nila lahat pero mas understandable and nag-focus sila sa parang main topic or main discussion ng isang lesson. Dito naman, stronger focus on reading, math, and science. So, yung Matatag curriculum is mas nag-focus siya sa math, science, and reading kasi syempre mas essential siya sa mga students natin ngayon kasi math and science is yan yung parang mas ginatawag nila na mas difficult na subject sa basic education. And also reading is very essential talaga ngayon kasi we all know that Philippines has very low rate of reading comprehension or comprehending a topic. Ganon. So, nag-focus sila sa reading, math, and science. Next naman is yung clearer and simpler lessons compared to the old K-12 curriculum. So, sabi ko nga kanina, mas gipadali nila and mas pinapaintindi nila sa atin yung version niya. Unlike nga sa K-12 na very broad, sabi ko nga kanina, very broad and sobrang daming words na nakikita, unlike sa Matatag curriculum na very simple lang yung mga key terms or yung mga words na nasa loob ng Matatag curriculum. Also, the second to the last is more support for teachers so they can focus on teaching rather than paperwork. So, dito sa more support, syempre, ginasuportahan niya yung teacher para mas mapadali yung pagtuturo niya and nag-focus siya sa teaching unlike sa K-12 na traditional. However, yung otherwise, yung Matatag curriculum is nag-focus siya sa pag-implement sa inside talaga ng classroom, which is yung teacher talaga nagaturo. Unlike sa K-12 na puro mga paperworks, remembering, yung mga ganun lang. The last one is better preparation for real-life skills and future careers. So, dito sa last one is gina-prepare niya yung mga students na maging practical sa life and also gina-apply dito yung real-life skills, not just yung mga parang char-char lang na na discussion sa isang lesson. Dito sa matatag is parang naging real life events yung lesson niya or yung topic, since mas gipadali nga nila, so girelate na nila sa totoong buhay. In addition, dito sa matatag curriculum is nag-focus din siya sa mga future careers, which is parang dina-practice nila yung mga students on how they para ma-prepare sila sa mga future careers or future works nila. So, in addition, the matatag curriculum helps students by reducing the numbers of lessons and competencies they need to study. In the previous K-12 curriculum, students often had too many topics to learn in a short of time, which made learning stressful and sometimes confusing. With matatag curriculum, students can focus more on the most important lessons, giving them more time to understand and master the concepts instead of just memorizing them. Also, the matatag curriculum promotes critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills. Instead of simply memorizing informations, students are encouraged to analyze, ask questions, and apply what they learn in real-life situations. These skills are important for the future because they help students adapt to challenges, make good decisions, and become responsibly members of the society. And lastly, the curriculum supports inclusive and learner-centered education, meaning that it considers the different abilities and need of studies and their needs, the students' needs. This allows learners to feel more supported and motivated in their study. Thank you.